Glory be to God, January 10th, 2022. Man, I woke up this morning to attempt to talk to my wife because, like I said, she's accepting fiery darts from the enemy because her faith ain't strong. Here I am, her husband, telling her, this is what's taking place, this is what's happening, this is what you need to do. As a woman of God, you ain't this. You don't do like you done strayed away from everything that you used to do when I met you. You was a woman that was involved with the church, talked about God, women's groups, all that done deceased. Ain't because of me. I ain't stop her. Didn't tell her don't go in none of these. I don't control my wife. But the enemy, he puts these fiery darts at you. And you got to be able to recognize what's coming from God and what's coming from the enemy. Because like I said, this is how you determine it. If it's negative, then it's coming from the enemy, period. God ain't going to give you no negative thoughts. God cannot lie. God, he can't, anything that God don't give people negative thoughts. You know, I'm telling my wife, you know, about, it's not even about sex, it's intimacy. I'm talking to her. I was like, we don't even kiss passionately. When's the last time you just kissed me passionately just because? When's the last time you touched me? What made me realize what's going on, because it's been a whole week and you have not touched me. You gave me a blow kiss on my cheek 3 days ago. And that was it. We done slept in the same bed, been around the house. You have not touched me, kissed me, said anything nice and sweet to me. Nothing. That's not normal, not in a marriage. So I'm asking her, what did I do from the time your birthday ended until now? No answer. She can't answer. So I'm just like, okay. But, you know, I text her this stuff. She don't respond back. Like, you need to respond. If you can't respond to it, then guess what? It was never a real issue. It's whatever the enemy been feeding you. Because if it was something that if it was a real issue and the enemy did not feed it to her, she'll be able to respond. She'll be able to give me her 2 cents. If I'm doing something wrong, she'll be able to tell me. We all done been in relationships. The enemy wants to make it, he wants to make, like I said, the enemy, anything good that the Bible speaks of, the enemy wants to do the opposite and make it a problem. So with that said, you know, communication, to me, communicating to my wife about problems in our marriage, or even spiritual warfare and the word of God, he twists it and makes it like it's a bad thing. When did talking about God become a bad thing? See, because I'm not pointing the finger at her. I'm not chastising her. I'm not tearing her down. I'm telling her, you gotta grow. This is how the enemy is coming. This is what you need to do. This is how you recognize the enemy. This is what we need to do. But the enemy makes it seem like, you know, when I talk like that, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's bad. It ain't good. You see what I'm saying? The enemy takes everything that's God and he wants anything that's good and he wants to make it bad. Like husband and wife, that's good, but he wants to make it bad. That people don't want to get married, or it's same-sex marriage. Now that's good for the enemy. He's all for that. Let's support. I bet people in same-sex marriages don't go through half of what a regular marriage go through. Because you're living in sin the whole time. It seems like it's like when same-sex marriage people get married, and I'm not saying that they don't. First of all, I'm not going to say that, I don't believe in it, okay? I don't follow it, but I'm just saying, like, it seems like people that's in the same sex, when they get married, they don't have no problems. They're lovey-dovey. I could be wrong. Pretty sure somebody done separated being in a same-sex marriage, but maybe some boundaries was crossed. Maybe they was doing some stuff that they ain't supposed to be doing. Either way, it don't match with the word of God any damn way. So it don't matter if they was living by the word of God. It don't match with the word of God anyway. But you got to know the strategies of the enemy. So, I made a video on Facebook, on my page, saying that, you know what, I really don't need Facebook. I need to focus on other things. People's fake. People's fake on Facebook. Everything that you see is a mirage of happiness and joy, when that's not what the world is right now. So, excuse me. And then, I'm not, I stopped posting pictures of my children and happy birthdays to my wife and giving her a shout out. Like, I'm cool. If I can get a lot of fake people that really don't mess with me, they only follow me because they think it's drama or they want to see you fall. So, they give you fake likes. For example, it's one girl, right? She hits me up in the messenger and said, "Oh, I thought that you was not going to be on Facebook no more." Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. I responded back, have you seen me post anything lately? She says, oh, I thought you meant like deactivate. I said, the deactivation's coming, but it's still a couple things that I got to clean up. I got a lot of pictures on there that I won't, because, Facebook keeps your pictures and everything. It's a lot of stuff that I need to save, and it's a lot of things I need to do, right? So, I tell her my purpose, like, I'm doing my purpose, and I'm doing God's will, to help millions, to save lives, spiritual warfare, right? So she responds like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I went through spiritual warfare with my baby daddy. So I'm like, oh, okay. That's fine. So she brings it up. Oh, because she brings up a, I had posted a video showing spiritual warfare with me and my wife. And a lot of people criticized me like I was wrong for showing it. But I'm not arguing with my wife. My wife arguing with me, but I'm trying to show people this is what spiritual warfare looks like. I could calmly be calm, and it's just like a dog, just you know how you could just stand by a gate, mind your own business, and you got a barking dog, and they just constantly barking. That's what it is. That's what it is. And that's what's taking place with that's what's taking place with me in the video. So anyway, she let me get out because I'm gonna walk. I'll do some walking. So she I tell her, well, what's some of the, how did you know that you was in spiritual warfare? What's some of the strategies of the enemy? She kind of says, well, I know where this conversation is going. I'll talk about it a little bit later. I got some things to do, blah, blah, blah. I don't respond back, but I would like to know, because everybody think they know spiritual warfare when they really don't know. They don't know it. So anyway, she, I go back to the messenger. She blocks me. It's funny. Why would she block me? I was not disrespectful. I just want to know. Let me match what I know with what you know, and see if it was truly spiritual warfare with your baby daddy. Y'all wasn't married. But why would you block me? So the enemy, this is how the enemy plays, people. This is how they play. I'm out.